Now I'm going to hand over to two young men who know all about this and a lot more, and will keep you informed all the rest of the night. I'm going to hand you now to Tim Glover and Chris Kinley from Manx Radio, who will introduce some of the shining stars of TT 2011. Welcome.
Young men, hey, that might be the nicest thing anyone says about them all night. Here's Chris.
Thank you, Jeff. Wilson Craig Racing have established themselves as one of the best teams competing at the TT today, with podium finishes over the past 3 years thanks to the efforts of their former riders Keith Amor and Guy Martin. The Northern Ireland based outfits are still without a win, however, but they're all new two-rider lineup for 2011 are determined to try and put that right. In Australian superstar Cameron Donald, they have a proven race winner, with the former Suzuki man having already won 2 TTs back in 2008, and with a further 2 podium places on his CV. Cameron is joined in the team by William Dunlop for this season, and William will be looking to step out from a younger brother Michael's shadow at the TT to take his debut TT podium finish. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Cameron Donald, William Dunlop and team owner Wilson Craig.
So up onto the stage comes Cameron Donald, 33-year-old from Melbourne, wins in Macau and Singapore to his name. Spotted him having a very modest coffee and toast breakfast this morning in his hotel. He was third in 2010, Superbike race, 5 podiums in all, 2 wins. Faces himself, as we heard, in Northern Ireland.
Wow, if you could just pick up the microphone there, Wilson, and 2 rather than 1. That's the message for this year, and an even bigger effort to get a TT win.
Twice as likely to get a win since I have 2 riders now.
You've also, if you just put it nearer to your mouth, that would be fantastic. You've also picked 2 very winnable riders, aren't they? Quality here.
Yeah, quality. They are good riders, and I'm happy with them, very happy.
You were in the film, of course, last night. How did you find all that, as well as the attention and everything else of trying to run a team and Guy Martin last year?
Well, we come close to winning. We didn't do a bad job. We just didn't win. And but we'll give it another go this year, and hopefully we can reach our goal.
Well, let's have a word with one of the riders that's going to do that. He wants wins. So Cameron Donald, no pressure at all then?
No, the only pressure I've got is the pressure I put on myself, and I think that's more than enough.
Which is more than probably anyone else, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, every rider out there wants to win. We're all working hard towards that, and fresh start this year with Wilson and back on board Honda, and really looking forward to it.
You say a fresh start, but not a complete new start, is it? Because, of course, you've worked with him before.
My first full season road racing in the UK, 2006. Wilson was one of my sponsors in 2006 and 2007. And we've had some success together, and look forward to working with him again. He's running a really good show. The bikes are well prepared, and quite excited about being teammates with William. He's a star of the future, and we get along well, so looking forward to a good fun year.
You got onto the 3rd step of the podium last year in the Superbike TT. I know it's not the step you'd rather be on, the top one, but it was still a successful race, wasn't it, that one for you? Because the competition was mad, wasn't it, that day?
I mean, last year was a phenomenal event, and watching the movie last night reminded me of that, how close and exciting it was. And I was proud to be on the podium. I always am. Some riders say they're only happy with a win. I mean, that's what we all want. But, I'll take a podium any day. But
podium at a TT, for goodness sake.
That's it. I mean, I'm proud of that podium result. Just like more of them.
Absolutely. Well, we wish you all the very best for 2011, and we'll have a word with William now. And William, we'll just talk about the fact you're with a big team here now, yeah?
Yeah, it's a step forward for us now, so yeah, I'm looking forward to the challenge. I'm looking forward to getting on these bikes, and looking forward to coming to TT now, so.
You've shown undoubted talent, and that you can win races wherever you are, but it's always nice to have that bit of recognition from someone coming in, offering you a ride and getting you on board.
Yeah, there's a lot of persuasion as well, so yeah, no, I'm just grateful for the opportunity now, so now it's up to me to do the business, and I'm really motivated for this year, so looking forward to it.
Super Sport races, perhaps the ones you're going to focus on more than any other, with a good starting number as well there, I see. Was it 6? 8? 8?
Yeah, number 8, yeah.
And someone behind you that's of interest.
Yeah, no, that's going to be... Yeah, it's good getting that number, because I've always been given a bad number in practice, so you don't get in behind the right riders. But now Michael's going to be coming past us, so get hooked on to him, hopefully, and yeah, I can learn quite a bit from him, and hopefully we get moved up the superbike number, hopefully we're quick in practice.
Well, listen, we wish you well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the team owner, Wilson Craig, and his 2 riders, William Dunlop and Cameron Donald.
Cameron Donald in particular looking very relaxed there.
Ian Lougher has an amazing TT record. The Welsh ace has won 10 TT races and has also won more replicas than... I thought he was coming on then. I thought he's a bit early. Honestly did. I thought, where's he going? Anyway, he's won more replicas than any other rider in the 103-year history of the TT. He's lapped the TT course at over 120 miles an hour, a staggering 147 times more than any other rider. Approaching his 50th birthday, oh dear, Ian remains a force to be reckoned with at the TT. As his 4th place finish in last year's senior TT proved, he's still there. Retaining his backing from Kawasaki and Black Horse Motorcycle Finance, Ian is back for more at 2011. And who'd bet against him getting another podium finish this year? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome onto the stage one of the greatest ever TT riders from Wales, Ian Lougher.
Warm reception for Ian Lougher. Started at club motorcycle events back in 1982. Debuted here on the island of the Manx Grand Prix the following year. 10 TT wins, 29 podium finishes, and no fewer than 87 TT finishes, more than anyone else in TT history.
Wow. Well, we just had a whole pile of stats from Chris Kinley. I'll throw one more to the audience here in the Royal Hall at the Villa Marina, and I mentioned this at lunchtime at the do down at the Sound today. Ian has also racked up 87 TT finishes. That's more than anyone else in the history of this event.
And as we said earlier, it'd be nice to have 87 wins rather than 87 finishes.
I don't know why they put that in the script. It was a bit ageism, really, wasn't it? Approaching 50th birthday.
They lie. Yeah.
Still kept your boyish good looks, though, eh?
L'Oreal 128, I think it is now. It's changing all the time. They keep changing the numbers.
The thing is, though, you're going faster than you've ever done.
Yeah, last year was was an okay year, really. 128.2 or 3 or something, but it's still not quick enough, is it?
It just shows you the way the competition has come on. Can you just maybe give your opinion on that? I mean, is it the quality of the field, the quality of the entry we're getting now?
Yeah, I think so. It's just, everybody sort of raises their goal and raises the bar all the time. You've got to try and move with it, you know. It's a job to know, keep up these youngsters. But no, you know, Hutchie had a fantastic year, and a lot of the other guys as well, you know, and but you've got to just keep pushing yourself, and I still feel there's a win in there somewhere. It's just searching for it and finding it, you know.
With Black Horse Motorcycle Finance once again as your team, and of course you're running that team in the British Championship there with Connor Cummins, so there's a Manx connection. You can appeal to the local support.
Yeah, it's Connor's been great having him on board. This year we've got 3 riders, so it's treble the work for myself. But I'm enjoying my racing just as much. When I don't enjoy it and when I'm not competitive, then I'll retire. You know, there's a lot of days when I get up when I think that I'm going to retire. You know, the following day, but I'm still here. I'm still doing it and still enjoying it. So, like I say, I've just some days I can't understand why I'm still doing it. I've just got something pushing me to wanna be out there and doing it. You know, and
I'll tell you what it is. You don't want to be a full-time manager.
It's a lot more stressful, I can tell you. As probably Clive Paget will tell you, we were talking on the plane coming over, it's very stressful being a team manager, and yeah, very nerve-wracking standing by the sidelines, and when you've got people like Connor and other guys out there, you know, pushing to the limit, it is a lot more nerve-wracking.
And you've just finally been coming here. We've mentioned the TT 3D film, Closer to the Edge. What did you make of that? It was a very honest account of the TT.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. I can't comment.
That's it then.
Don't ask me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we wish you well. And go and see it, is what I will tell you. Go and see it. Ladies and gentlemen, the evergreen, Ian Lougher.
The ever-popular Ian Lougher conducted a large part of that interview with a broad, beaming smile on his face.
Thank you, Ian. TT0 returns to the TT race card for 2011 with renewed focus, an increased entry, and the possibility of history being made with the first 100-mile-per-hour lap by a clean emissions motorcycle. For Isle of Man PLC, the clean tech industry is a huge opportunity for future economic growth, and TT0 acts as a fantastic shop window for the island and all it has to offer in the clean tech sector. Last year, the race was won by the American Mark Miller on the state-of-the-art Moto-Sizz machine, and he goes into this year's event as pre-race favourite and the man most likely to achieve that first 100 miles per hour lap. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome all the way from California in USA, Mark Miller.
And I'll tell you what, Mark Miller will not be noticing too much difference between the Californian weather and the weather here on the Isle of Man at the moment. He must feel very much at home. TT still proving that it can innovate and move with the times. The audience here at the Royal Hall being shown some celebratory scenes from the podium of last year's race.
You just had a glimpse over your shoulder there at those pictures. What memories did that bring back?
It's just good fun, isn't it?
100 mile an hour, how close are we to that?
Yeah, I think we'll do it. I think somebody will do it if I don't do it first. Yeah, it's right there.
You memorably said that you felt last year when you'd won it that this really had a future. It was attracting other people to the Isle of Man TT races. I think you said scientists, geeks and nerds.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, much
but
to
you
all
wanted to be a part of it, was the next bit of that phrase.
That's good, it's good. I think it took us all by surprise how much international press that TT0 win actually did. I mean, people were sending me magazines from Germany and Italy, and there's a lot of interest, I think, in the future with all the iPads and the MacBooks and everything. The cell phones are getting better. It's sort of at the right time, I think, for, you know, clean emissions battery technology stuff to kind of move over into motorsports. And it's kind of cool that it's not only motorcycles, but the TT. I mean, that's kind of awesome, you know?